Good morning, everybody. Now, it should be set up where everybody can chat. So if it doesn't do that, then we'll go ahead and kind of go forward. We'll see, because it is under public and it's not members only. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple of readings. We're going to do the Orrin and Orrin West reading. So I'm going to check a couple things real quick. I'm trying to see if people are able to type or not. There we are. Hey, Tammy. All right, so we're good. We're ready to type. Okay, or not type, but y'all are ready to type. I'm ready to read. So we're going to do those two cases. We're just going to do an energy update on them both, being that I do believe it was a few hours, maybe a couple days ago now, that the West's adoptive parents gave, hi, Nikki, how are you? Gave a statement, and they were saying, kind of being questioned about how they had left the children in the yard, and they had left the gate open, and kind of what did they expect to happen. Now, they did seem a bit defensive in the interview. I did watch it was about 10 minutes. That's all I watched so far. So if y'all have any other information, yes, so that's what we're doing, Renee. We're going to kind of see what, as far as the interview going, and what we get from them. The last reading, I did get that the parental home, there was some things not right inside of it, that they're very well aware of where the children possibly were, and they were possibly part of that. So I'm glad you're doing good. So do y'all have any questions for this particular reading? I know not too many people are in yet. Like I said, as y'all come in, if y'all give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe bar, it will let people know that we are doing a reading for Orrin West. Hey, Ken. How are you? Sorry, my hair is like frizzy from the weather, so I'm trying to get it out of my face the best I can. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Chief. How are you? You're very welcome. So we're going to do, and I do apologize if there's any lag or, just patchiness with the computer. This is my first live from this one. So we're going to start with the kids. Does anybody have any questions before we get ready to start, or anything that they would like to add about the children? Hi, Cassandra. How are you? Good morning and welcome. Sorry, I'm kind of blind, so I have to lean into the computer. And welcome everybody as y'all come in. Like I said, if y'all can give it a thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. We are going to be doing the Orrin and Orrin West case. So if that way anybody's interested in it, you can go ahead and let them know that is what we are doing, if they have any information that they would like to add. So I watched a bit of the interview. I didn't have the greatest feelings from it. There was a lot of defensiveness on both sides. And then when questioned about simple questions, they were very quick to kind of buck back. And, and then they also made a comment that the children were rough, that they were rough with each other. So therefore, that also is covering the fact that if there's anything found on the children, that would make up for the fact that they were rough. So, hi, Witchy Bitchy. How are you? Let's see. Did I miss anybody before we get started? I agree, Nikki. I don't think so. From what I understand, nobody had seen them. So that is going to be something that we want to pay attention to during the reading. I missed you too, Witchy. I'm hoping you're enjoying your deck. Tammy also has the same one. So y'all are now Waterfall Tarot Sister deck owners. Hey, Boo-Boo. How are you? Okay, so does anybody, though, besides their instinctual feeling about what happened to the boys, is there anything that y'all would like to add before we start the reading for the boys? We'll do that for about 30 minutes, then we'll lead over to Echo. So that is how that's going to go. I did do the original reading on Echo. Unfortunately, the camera fell down, so I had to cut it into two. And also the same thing happened with the I believe it was Jessica Chambers case. That was a very interesting part too. It did follow up with what happened in the car, as far as the car being set on fire. So if you haven't got to watch that reading yet, I would highly suggest. It is split up, but it is very interesting once you watch the whole thing. So, sorry to lean into the camera again. I can't see. Okay. So before we get started, again, if y'all, this is y'all first time joining us, if y'all are super excited to see what this reading is going to come out as, I'd greatly appreciate it if y'all hit that like button and the subscribe bar, and also the notification bell. If you put it to all, it will let you know in the future whenever I do live readings like this, and then whenever I upload unboxings and other readings. And not doing private readings at the moment. I do want to announce that again. Oh, with no private readings, we are starting Patreon again. So if you're interested in being in Patreon, you can go to the Patreon site in my About section, and it will let you pick which ones that you are interested in. So being that we're starting with the boys, I'm going to go off of what I watched from the interview, again, which is not very much. It is all body language and what I pick up from it. So we'll be using the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. Sorry if the table shakes. This is not a very sturdy table. I'm trying to find one. So we're going to ask for their spirit guides to come in with my spirit guides, any ancestors, archangels, and spirits that might be able to help us, along with source, to find out what is going on. We're also going to ask for the parent, the adoptive parents' spirit guides and ancestors to come in to kind of reveal whatever is going on from that side. So we're going to ask for Orrin, West to come through. Let us know what happened the days since they've gone missing, how the parents are behaving, and what we have to expect in the near future. Hello, Bright. How are you? And welcome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Recent, past, present, future. No, I'm not doing readings right now. That'll be another time. So if you'd like to be notified in the future, like I said, you can hit the notification bell and it will let you know I'm doing readings. At this point, we're only doing the West Boys, and we're doing Echo Lloyd. You're welcome. So let's go ahead and start on the recent past. Yeah, the adoptive parents got something going on. So let's find out, since they've gone missing, what have the adoptive parents been up to? The Eight of Wands. So this is their lack of communication that they've been giving since the children went missing. So this is, again, the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. So this is what I'm saying. Normally upright, it would be lots of information, lots of communication, wanting to find the children. Therefore, they are shutting that down. They do not want it to be found. The children are acknowledging that. So let's go ahead and see how the children feel now about their behavior. What is it that they'd like us to know about them? Can you please tell us about their behavior, what it is that you'd like us to know? Is there anything that has not been revealed yet that they are a part of? Or is there anything else that anybody else is a part of that not been revealed? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is going to represent the halting of something going forward. So this is how they feel about the parents. So that is what I'm saying. I do feel that they feel that the parents have not told the truth and that they have stopped the wheel spinning. So in the near future, how's this going to go down for the parents if they do not start communicating more? What is to be expected for the parents, the adoptive parents? What is to be expected for the adoptive parents if they do not cooperate more in the near future? The Six of Cups. Now, this is children. This represents children, and this represents not so happiness within the home for the children. So it will be exposed that they had something to do with the children. So, and there are 6 children there. I do believe they had 4 total, and then the 2. Now there's 6, but I believe 4 of them, 2 of the adults would have made 6. So now in the recent past, they are saying with the parents, they had to be defensive. They were not able to relax. They were always on edge. So that is how they feel. More fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, turn this down some. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, why did the Wheel of Fortune in reverse stop due to the parent, the step-parent? Because of the mother figure, at least. This is going to be Queen of Cups. A lot of times it does represent Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So this is what they would own. Now, she is presenting herself as to be a good person. But in reality, that is not what she was doing with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the 7 of Wands sitting right across from it. Why is the 6 of Cups in reverse for the near future? Why is the 6 of Cups in reverse? Because of the Page of Cups. Now, this is going to be representative of children. They are showing that the cups were dumped out on them, so they know they did not have an opportunity to move forward in the earthly realm. So, no, I do not believe they ever made it to that house. Let's go ahead and see with the 7 of Wands. what it is that they were feeling that they needed to be defensive about. The Magician. So the Magician is as above, so below. So whatever you do, you are manifesting things to move within the earthly realm above and below. So when it's in reverse, it can be a more negative energy. I'm feeling more of the negative energy, being that the Seven of Wands is right there with the lack of communication. So they are manipulating the earthly realm. They lied about where the children are moved to, which would represent Pentacles. And there's also Wands, which also represent movement. So it is showing that there is no movement in the earthly realm. They lied about where the children were going. It might be mine a little bit too, Tammy, because I don't use the internet here that much. So with the Queen of Cups, the next card that's going to come out is going to be more fire energy. The Five of Wands. So this shows that there is a bicker and arguing. This is a lot like bickering and arguing of children on the playground. So it's almost like they kind of would argue with the kids, it seems like, over little tiny things. Again, that is fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But it is showing that's how they feel about them right now, that they're being defensive over little things because they know they did something they should not have done. So why is the Page of Cups here representing the children and their emotions being dumped out? You do see the man, you do see the fish, which represent life both, and the cup is being dumped. So let's go ahead and see in the near future what they have to expect. Death. Death in reverse. So in the near future, the cycle will soon come to an end and they will be exposed for what they did, for the fact that they mistreated the children, the fact that they did not tell the truth, the fact that it was lying, manipulation, ego, all of those things coming in on it, and addiction possibly in some way, shape, or form. Could be even lying, stealing, cheating. So we're going to go ahead and clarify that. Do y'all have any questions before we get ready to clarify it? We're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe to clarify this deck. Or this spread, excuse me. Yeah, they were gone long before they were reported, like what she said. They never made it to the home. Unless they could produce actual pictures of them being inside of that home, they never made it to that home. So let's go ahead and see with the Edgar Allan Poe what exactly they would like us to know about after they went missing to go ahead and clarify these cards. Then we will move over to Echo's reading. I don't feel heavy abuse in between, no. I don't. I feel like it was more or less a decision that was made at the last minute to kind of like free themselves from a certain energy that they didn't want to carry around no more. All right, so we're going to ask for them to come back in with their spirit guides, their parents, step-parents' spirit guides, and let us know what's been going on in the meantime. Yes, Edgar Allan Poe. It's completely awesome, was it? Eugene Smith. Best deck. Hey, Lady Grace. All right, so for the recent past with the boys, they're communicating what they're trying to communicate about the lack of communication with their parents, which was the Eight of Wands of reverse, if y'all remember. Let's go ahead and see why the Eight of Wands is reversed. Why is the Eight of Wands in reverse for how you feel about your parents, your step-parents, and the communication factor that there is none? Why are your step-parents not communicating? What are they trying to hide? Why are the step-parents not communicating, and what are they trying to hide? Strength. So this to me is going to say that they did take on the strength, and you see it's the infinity symbol here. So this is something that's always going to be with them. They are trying to tame something. So they felt that by getting rid of or not having any communication would build the strength. So, but it really just made them look more obvious. And then next you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So let's go ahead and see why the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. We're going to ask them to show us why the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, who it's about, what it's pertaining to. The High Priestess in reverse. So this is going to represent Pisces. It is a water sign, and this is playing in the dark and the light. It's being exposed. So that, to me, this is going to be the exposure of the stepmother. Again, because the Queen of Cups is here. So now you got two water signs. So I do think that the stepmother had something to do with it. I think it was probably more or less her idea. So let's go ahead and see why the Seven of Wands is here. They said the Seven of Wands is here for around the time how their parents are behaving as far as being defensive. The Tower has blown up on them, and not only has it blown up on them, they are pretty much caught with the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you have the Seven of Wands are being very defensive. They don't want to say anything. They're not telling anybody anything, but the Tower is blowing up on them because of their behavior. Their stories aren't adding up. It doesn't really make sense. There's no proof. And with that, there is going to be the Ten of Swords. It is going to be stuck into the situation. It is going to be done. So they will be charged at some point. You see that with the Death in reverse, and then you also see that with the Ten of Swords in reverse. So let's go ahead and see why the Queen of Cups is here, what energy they're carrying. Who are they talking about? Who is the Queen of Cups? Why is she here? Because of the Page of Cups in reverse. More water energy. It does carry, I said, I don't know the sign of the stepmother, but there's a lot of emotional energy being dumped out within a motherly figure. So if the stepmother, I said again, I do have to feel like it was more the stepmother's idea. The stepdad went along with it. So let's go ahead and see why the Page of Cups, the children's cups of emotion, have been dumped out. They are saying it has been dumped out, and they are trying to explain why. Because of the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is in reverse. That means that the people were waiting for something to come in, and it did. So this is whether somebody coming in to go ahead and remove the children, or this is when they went ahead and took the action to remove the children. But it is saying in the near future that will be exposed. Let's see what the Six of Cups is here. That'll also be exposed about the children. Why is the Six of Cups in reverse? Because of the Hierophant. So the Hierophant stepping in to show the injustice that is done with the Six of Cups in reverse against the children. So this is the sign that you have. It said if you add all the family members up together, it adds up to 6. When you see it with the Hierophant next to it, it is not approving of that behavior. You never want the Six of Cups to be in reverse. That's more negative childhood memories, not happiness within the home. So why is the Magician here for the parents? Why is the Magician here for the parents? What do you want us to know? What is the present energy coming in for the parents as the Magician? The Eight of Wands in reverse. So the Eight of Wands is going to be here in reverse. So that is kind of basically showing that there still is no communication. They are manipulating the earthly realm, so therefore they do not have to communicate what happened to the children. This is also movement cards. They did move. So it is saying that this did not happen. There's no communication. There's no movement. Again, that is validating that they did not move into that home with them. And there was no communication about it because they have no good answer as to where they were. So why is the Five of Wands here now for how they feel the step-parents are behaving with the Five of Wands? Why are they behaving this way with the Five of Wands? What are they hiding? The Empress, more mother energy. This is going to represent Taurus. As you can see, it's almost like they're the same person, just one smaller than the other. So it represents a child. So does the Empress. So even though it's one there, it is saying that the Empress is fertile. So it can have more than one child, but it is a motherly loving energy. And it is saying that the mother loving energy was very combative at times. So let's go ahead and see why the Death is in reverse with the Three of Wands in reverse. Can you please show us why? Because the Ace of Wands is in reverse. So therefore, again, they are validating there was a big movement to this home that they were not a part of. If you look for documents, you will probably see that they were not a part of it. As you see, there's 4 documents on the table. As to my knowledge, there were 4 children. So that's what I'm saying. So now they are showing you that did not happen. They did not move forward with them. So we're going to pull a few oracles real quick for them and see what they have to say. We're going to actually use the Hero's Journey for the 2 of them, because I think that's a great deck to follow up with their energy right now from what they've gone through. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for them. We're going to pull 2 cards, 1 for each. Show me a card for you, please. Orson. Can you please show us how you feel at the very present moment towards the situation? This is the hero's journey, so this is anything that you would like people to know, how you feel. All right, 2 fell out together. So we have the call, and the unknown is your friend. So the call, honor the whisper of your soul. So that is pretty much what they're doing at the moment. They're also asking other people to do so as well. If you feel it within your soul that it's not right, then it's not right. And that is the number 1. So that is the beginning. So it shows they are back at the beginning. 2 plus 4 is going to be 6. You break it down to 3 and 2. That shows the 2 of them makes a pair. So the unknown is your friend. Lean into, embrace what's next. So they are leaning in from beginning, from point 1 to the 2, which goes very next, but it is 2 of them. So they are doing that together. So that is what they have to say. And thank you, Cassandra, for joining the family. We greatly appreciate it. So do y'all have any questions about this spread? It's right here, if you can see it. But do y'all have any questions about that spread before we move on to Echo's spread? Anything y'all want to add? Anything like that? I do want to show in between. We finally got our decks from the person who took a year to send them. We're going to be opening them soon. The Lonely Ice Tarot, and then also the Cocaine Tarot. So it's going to be very interesting to unbox those. I've been waiting since September of last year. No, you're fine, Cassandra. No questions, boo-boo? You just want to move on to Echo, y'all, or do y'all have any other questions? Any idea when they'll be found? All right, hold on. Let me lay these back out real quick. I'm going to have to pull the numbers. It's going to be even numbers probably. You got a lot of 1s, but it could be the first of the month, 6 of the month, or 6 months in, six weeks. I would say before 6 months, though, possibly. You would at least know a lot more, because 6 is the highest the numbers really go at this point, up to 7, but I don't see 7. So, and I don't see 8. Like I said, that would be a far stretch. How did they, wait. I think the reason there's no activity with the LE, Ken, is because they already know. Whenever there's a lack of looking within the LE's department, it's because they already have a good idea and they've already found some things that are leading them that direction. Now, I think this interview was their last plea to try to make it look like they did nothing. I don't get it, though. They're very defensive. For someone who's missing 2 children, they're very, very, very defensive. Accused in their mind, but at this, as a mom to 2 kids, I wouldn't give a crap what anybody thought about that. I would be looking for my kids, not sitting there defending why it was okay to leave them in the yard with the gate open. They're basically defending everything they shouldn't have done. So that shows you kind of where their mind frame is. They're too calm. Yeah, they're too calm. I hate to almost compare it to Gannon. If you listen to the stepmom talk about it, or the adoptive mom, it's very dismissive. It's almost like it's defensive. Even with the father, it's very defensive. And it's as I'm saying, most people who are missing their children, they're distraught, they're crying, they want help from anybody, and these people don't want to talk. When they do talk, they're very short. They're very like, oh, so you're accusing me of doing this? Well, no one is trying to accuse you, but you're not answering the questions. So therefore, it makes you look suspicious. Yeah, that's true, Ken. So I would be looking for the number 6 in some way. 8 is the highest I would go if you're looking for that, but I don't feel 8. I feel between 6 to 7. 8, 7's stretching it. I just see 6 right now at this point. So I'm going to scratch the board So we can go ahead and move on to echoes now. And echoes will be using some different cards just because of the situation and what I picked up. We're going to be using the Tarot de la Nuit, and we're also going to be using the Steampunk or the Edgar Allan Poe. It's just going to depend as I get closer to the second part, which one I'd like to pull. So like I said, if y'all are just joining us and y'all are enjoying the reading in the live chat, if y'all would hit that subscribe bar and the notification bell and the like button, we greatly appreciate it. So that way we can kind of have more people kind of weigh in and give their opinion, or maybe give some information that we don't already have. So we would love to have you as a part of the Southern Soul Tarot fam. Yeah, they did mention that. They said they didn't need a search warrant, that they would have like given them anything they wanted and let them in. But I mean, wouldn't you do that from day one? I don't know how that went though. And thank you, Boo Boo. Okay, so we're going to start on Echo then. Is everybody good with that? Thumbs up. Everybody's good to move on with Echo, and then we can kind of do a rundown after. I don't think they'll be out very much longer to do so, to be honest. Tammy? Yes? Okay. So let's go on to Echo now. Find out what's going on with her. What she needs to tell us. So we're going to start off again with the Tarot de la Nuit. So this is going to be, do you feel it is more connected with the relationship? So we're going to be using this one. It has a dark spin to relationships. Hello, Laura. How are you? All right, so we're going to ask for Echo Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Source to come in, along with my Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Source, to give us a clearer picture on where Echo might be, what she wants us to know, anything else that she was not able to get across to us in the last reading. So again, we're going to call for her to come in with my Spirit Guides to let us know what's going on at this current moment, if there's any new information she would like to give. I do know the daughter gave a new interview, have not looked at it. So I have not looked at any new information since the last reading. So I'm going to kind of go off of just what the energy pool is. I kind of prefer to do it that way so I don't get overwhelmed too much with facts. Well, not facts, information. There we go. So let's see. She went ahead and went missing around Mother's Day. So the last thing we did, she has said that it was a relationship of some sort that took her to the direction she went. So let's go ahead and see what that relationship was like. Who was it? And what does she feel now towards that person? So now that we know there was a relationship involved, what kind of relationship was it? Could you please tell us, Echo, what kind of relationship was it that we are not able to find you at this current moment? It is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is a relationship that was based on money. So it left her out in the cold around the time that she went missing. So she is acknowledging that the person that she went missing, that contributed to her going missing, it was about money. They felt out in the cold, so if they needed to take it from her, they were going to take it from her. How does she feel about this individual? Who are they, and what do you want us to know? How do you feel about this individual? Who are they, and what do you want us to know? How do you feel about this individual? Judgment. So very soon, they felt that this was something, they were going to do it anyways, unfortunately. So she is saying that no matter what happened, this person was going to do it, but it is being kind of pulled towards something. So it's almost like she is saying this was going to happen. But with judgment, this person almost felt like it had to happen to get what they wanted. So that's the thing. They wanted something. So let's see what it is that they wanted and how is it going to affect the future. What in the near future can we expect from this person? Are we going to find out who they are? What can we expect? So what can we expect in the near future from this person? What can we expect in the near future from this person? Who are they? Okay, it's Queen of Wands energy in reverse. Now, we all have masculine and feminine. I do still feel it is a male, but it could say there is a female involved. In the near future, they will kind of come forth. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse is going to be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but when they are in reverse, they can be very brutal. They plan things in the sense to kind of cause issues. So they're very ego driven, and they like to socialize. So they kind of do what they have to do to get in with the people they need to get in with, if that makes sense. So it also could say too, this person threw her into an energy she was not used to. So she felt like she had to react that way. So let's find out with some more clarifying cards why exactly the Queen of Wands is in reverse. Bye, Witchy. Have a good one. So with the Five of Pentacles, she is saying it did have to do with money. Somebody fell out in the cold. Let's see why. Because it is the King of Wands. So now you have a pair. So it is the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse is going to be a pair. Now when they're in reverse, they are doing things for the wrong reason. Now this could represent addiction, bad behaviors, doing things impulsively. But that is what she is saying, that this person does carry that energy. And I think she was carrying a bit of it sometimes at certain moments. But I don't think that she chose to. I do think there was something like a vice that was making her in reverse. Kind of like the devil energy. So let's see. Why is Judgment here? Judgment is here for the 10 of Cups. So somebody wanted to be emotionally happy and fulfilled. So this is going to be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So I'm not sure of her sign, but again, that is wanting to be emotionally fulfilled. So this person felt like by bringing a judgment upon her that they would get everything that they wanted emotionally within the earthly realm. So with the Queen of Wands in reverse, why is the Queen of Wands in reverse? Who is she? What does she want? How does she know the King? Who is the Queen? How does she know the King? And what does she want? She wants a brand new start. So she is saying in the near future that this could be her energy again. We will clarify, but I don't feel like it's her energy. I feel like it's somebody who's a little bit younger. If they're not younger, it's more of like a mentality that they might be younger. And so it is saying that they wanted a brand new start within the earthly realm. As you can see, they are manifesting it within their hands. So that is what she is saying about this individual. Now, that could have also been her trying to get away from the situation to start, because she did try to get away from the situation. Let's go ahead and see who the King of Wands is. Who is the King of Wands? Why is he in reverse? And why does he want the Page of Pentacles? Who is the King? Seven of Wands. So he's very defensive. So when he came towards her, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy again, it was being very defensive. So this is almost like her if you look at it. This person, the King of Wands, came to her very, very upset and wanting something. Wands energy, fire. So you have more Wands energy. So she feels like she had to defend herself against this person with the Wands. He's younger because of the Page energy. At least he behaves younger if he's not younger. What is the Ten of Cups here for? Because of the Ace of Wands. So he thought by maybe, possibly removing her from this earthly realm with judgment, he would be emotionally fulfilled and he would have a brand new opportunity, a brand new start to move forward away from that energy, which would be away from her because it is looking like this. So she is moving away from, he is moving the energy away, Ace of Wands, towards a different energy. He doesn't want to be dealing with the Seven of Wands anymore. It's almost like it's like it went too far, or he didn't get exactly what he wanted. So with the Page of Pentacles, let's see why the Page of Pentacles is here. Page of Pentacles. Who is the Page of Pentacles? Why is the Seven of Wands here with the Page of Pentacles? Justice. So she is saying she will get justice in the near future. So it does kind of look like her as far as her features. But she is saying in the near future there will be justice. We will know more. It will be more planning, strategizing within the legal system that will step in, and there will be a balancing of those skills so that we understand what happened. So we are going to go ahead next, and we will do, I think we're going to stick with the Edgar Allan Poe, because that's the one I'd like to use again for this one. Do y'all have any questions before I go ahead and clarify? I'm sorry if I miss anybody's questions. I'm really far away from my computer, so I can't see. Echo Michelle Lloyd went missing on Mother's Day, Ken, last year. No, I think it. Yeah, I want to say they went missing the same day because it was last year. But yeah, Echo did not get the same exposure through the press that Suzanne did, unfortunately. that happens sometimes, unfortunately, within the criminal system and legal system. Things get not paid attention to that should. And unfortunately for her family, that happened. But we're doing our best now to see what we can maybe connect. So with the Five of Pentacles, so the person that contributed to her going missing, which would be the King of Wands in reverse, who was pissed off about it and was using the Five of Wands against her to make her uneasy. Let's see why the Five of Pentacles is here. The Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So the Four of Pentacles is going to be releasing something within the earthly realm. Again, this has to do with money. There is a lot to do with money, and then he's kind of going forward emotionally. So it's like he's not worried about walking away from the situation. He's ready to move forward. You can see him moving towards the moon, which can be cycles, but it also can be like deceit, lying, not telling the truth. So that is something he was doing. All right, so the next one is going to be Judgment. So Judgment means it was going to happen regardless, and let's see why. Let me flip it around. All right, so Judgment is here. Let's see why Judgment is here. Why is Judgment here for how you feel about when you went missing and the person's behavior? Because of the Fool. So they acted impulsively, a lot more fire energy. I think I got a lot of fire in it last time, a little bit. But there's more fire energy. So it's going to be the Fool in reverse. So it was an impulsive decision. It was done by judgment. So it was going to happen, whether it should happen or not happen. It was very impulsive, but it made someone feel the Ten of Cups, which is going to be the person who did it. So let's go ahead and see with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Who is the Queen of Wands in reverse? Why are they reversed? How do they feel? Who are they? The Seven of Cups. So it was like there was a lot to choose from. There was a lot going on. So it's almost like I feel like she's saying she picked the wrong cup, unfortunately. Like she had tried to take time to see which cup would be the best for her. But when she chose the cup, it kind of threw her into the Queen of Wands in reverse. So therefore, it's not exactly what she thought it was going to be. So she's looking at these Seven of Cups now, wishing she would have chose a different one. So that is emotion again. So that is going to tie to some type of relationship, which is going to be the King of Wands in reverse next. So she's in reverse. So let's see why the King of Wands is in reverse. Why is the King of Wands in reverse? Because the Emperor is in reverse. More fire energy. So it's going to be Aries. So whenever it's in reverse, it's basically kind of like they feel like anything that they want, anything they say goes, anything they want, they can have. So they don't care if they have to, who they have to step on to get it. So this person felt very entitled. Again, they do have a page energy, so they're very immature if they are not younger. But with the Ten of Cups, let's see why the Ten of Cups, they felt that removing her from the situation with the Fool in reverse. So let's see about Judgment with the Fool in reverse. It would be removing her from the situation very impulsively with no need with the Ten of Cups. Why? Again, because the Knight of Cups. So he kind of presented to her with the Ten of Cups like it was going to be a good idea, that he emotionally cared about her. Again, I do still feel there is documents of some sort. And the reason I say, or there might be paperwork or other things that have things written on them. Because of the wands, it's communication too, along with swords. But the Ace of Wands is in reverse again. So you do see, like I said in the last reading, there's paper here with writing on it, and there's paper here with writing on it, and these actually have dates on them. So that is something you want to pay attention to. The dates are the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So that is very important to this for some reason. Two stand out the most, and then you have again the Ace of Wands. So it is saying when this person moved forward, they chose not to move forward with her in the earthly realm, so they put down the Ace of Wands on her. So they were going to move forward, but she was not allowed to go. So they acted upon that. So with the Page of Pentacles, they acted immaturely with the Page of Pentacles to get what they want money-wise in the earthly realm. Let's see why. What did they want with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in reverse? They wanted strength. So, again, they were trying to build strength. So strength is something that they wanted, and they thought, well, again, this is going to be Leo, so that's a fire sign. Quite a bit of fire. It could be their energy, could be in their charts, could be an element used, but there is fire here. So they're basically trying to tame a certain situation, but they were not really able to. It doesn't feel like. So justice is going to step in and stop it. So let's go ahead and see with the 7 of Wands. She was feeling a bit defensive. Why is that? Because of the 7 of Pentacles. So this person, again, this is going to represent money. Now it can represent other things, but she is saying it is money. This is all about money. So with the 7 of Wands, she is defending her pentacles. She is defending the fact that she had put a lot of time, effort into planting these pentacles, making them grow, and making something great happen. So she is going to defend them. So she did put up a fight. She is saying that. She did put up a fight. Why is the Ace of Wands here? It's like if you were to check her, you would find stuff that would incriminate the person. With the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands is in reverse. So this is saying this person came in very harsh. It was someone young. It is somebody between their 20s to 30s, and they were ready to take what they wanted. Could be even into their mid-30s, 40s. But I do feel like mid-20s to mid-30s latest. But when they come in that way, they're very aggressive. They take what they want. And now she is saying justice will be handed to this person. So let's see who and how. How is justice going to be handed? That is too many. Just 1 or 2, please. Justice is going to be here to be handed to this person. What do we need to know about that? Who are they? What are they going to give them? What is going to happen to this person with justice? Can you give me 1 card, please, Eka? Can you tell me what justice is for? Please tell me what justice is for. There you go. The Hierophant. So exactly what you want to see. The Hierophant source is going to step in to make sure that it is justified. So they will not get away with this behavior. Whoever did it, it is a male. Like I said, it is a younger male, not older than his 40s, and he will get caught for what he did. And it is saying, too, she is mummified. You do see where there is a coffin. I do feel ground, cold ground. So it's not very patchy. There's some trees, but it is dirt. So as you kind of see back here, there's a lot of dirt. So that's something that I would be looking for. She could be in something inside of possibly the ground, but I feel more shallow dirt and earth. So I kind of felt like if we go between the husband and maybe somebody else, I feel like the husband has very shady energy. I'm going to admit that. But I don't feel like he did it, unfortunately. I do feel like there was and if he did, he planned it with somebody else. I will say that. I don't feel a planning between more than one person, but if he did have anything to do with it, it would be a plan. Because this person is not the same age and is not the same age as the husband. He's younger than the husband. So I don't know if the husband's done a lot of talking or not. Let's go ahead and see. We can do the Kipper. Let's see if it'll give us any key cards to let us know what this person might be like, what they're doing. But again, I do feel like there was issues within the home for sure. I just don't know how much effort. I kind of feel like the husband's too lazy to do anything, to be honest. I don't know if that would be correct or not, but he feels very lazy. So let's go ahead and see. So bad health. So this kind of reminds me more of like inducing bad health upon yourself, to be honest. And then, your 3 + 1 is 4. You divide it down to 2. So I do feel like it was 2 individuals. So I don't know if they were doing things together, what they were doing, but bad health does have a thing to do with it. But I do feel like it was self-induced bad health. It could have been better, but they would do things to make themselves not feel so great. Expectations. So I think she had an expectation of this situation. It goes to 10. That is the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a brand new one. So by having these expectations, she kind of set, the stage for what might about to happen. Now, I don't think, of course, nobody asked for something like that. But again, she had an expectation of this person. And that's why a lot of times say, I don't have expectations because of that exact reason. You will be let down. So let's go ahead and see what else she wants us to know. Journey. So whether this person has somewhat traveled since then or they have traveled to the area she's in. But either way, journey is a factor in this. If you add up the numbers, again, it is 1. So after the cycle ended, there is traveling. So I don't know if the person is still in that area or if they're not, but I feel like they have traveled a bit of a distance at certain times. If they come back, then they come back, but they do travel. Or it had something to do with her disappearance. Maybe they traveled to take her where they wanted to take her as far as the journey. And they are showing it's far. And there is a main male. So again, back at 1. So you have basically 1, 1, and 1. And then 4 broken down to 2. So you got 2 people and it's all starting over. So there is a main male. He is younger. Family room. So family room is in reverse. So it does acknowledge that there is no happiness within the family home. And you see 3, which means 3 people with 1 plus 2. So I do feel there is 3 people involved, 2 males and her. I don't feel that her husband knows the complete story of the third person. So that's as much energy I'm going to get from that. Do y'all have any questions about that? Before I go ahead and crack open these 2 new decks real quick, and then we'll look at them, and then I'll go ahead and do a deck review on them. So if y'all are coming in the room and y'all enjoy the chat, if y'all could hit that like button and the subscribe bar, we'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, it will let others know that we are doing readings for Echo and the West Boys. And then we're also going to do a couple decks real quick. I can show you what they look like. And then we will be doing some updated one. I want to say it's Leela Cavett. I did have a request to do that. So I did one to let them know that I'm going to be doing that case soon. We got Patreon going on again. And then when you do the membership, we are going to be doing on here instead of Patreon, we'll be doing mini reads. And we're going to be doing those once and twice a month. And on Patreon, you are, it depends on which one you sign up for. But if you sign up for the highest tier, you will get a free reading every month. So we will have a class or a live for just free readings for all the Patreon members. Oh, I don't have an email Lady Grace anymore. I'll have to get with you. I don't know which one you have. I'll have to get with you. Which, yeah, I had closed that out, actually. I was having so much spam stuff coming to it. You can write it here, though. That's okay, if you want. And I'll just look up the name, Lady Grace. Yeah, I just think she was talking. I don't think it was just the husband involved. That's the thing. I don't know if the husband had anything to do with the disposal of anything. I just think that her and the husband were already on the outs and it didn't help in the situation. Oh, it's what's their names, Lady Grace? I don't feel water. No, I don't. I feel more dirt, grass, and like maybe some trees here and there. Okay, I'll get it, Lady Grace. Once it re-uploads, I'll go ahead and get it down. But this is going to be, listen, y'all can keep asking questions. I'm just going to show you. This is the Lonely Ice Tarot. So we're just going to open it real quick. I'll show you a few cards, and then we'll kind of skip to the next deck, which is the Cocaine Tarot. I ordered 2 different ones. They were the Coven and something else, but they didn't finish making it. And that wasn't backed enough. So it took me a year to get these. They weren't going to give me anything. And I was like, either you give my money or you give me 2 decks. You're welcome. Okay, I'll look it up. Oh, here it is. Let's see, where the damn... Like, you open it like cigarettes. Which is actually pretty convenient because it's a pain in the ass to open tarot decks. So, hey, Tara. So we just did Echo and Orrin, and Orson West. So now I'm just kind of running through these decks really quick. So this is the Lonely Ice Tarot. So I'm just going to show you a few cards. So it has the first, one in the beginning. But this is the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, which I really like, the Heart, the Hierophant, Wisdom, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World. And that's all I'm going to do for right now until we do the unboxing. Because then the next one is just all of the minors. So, yeah, it's really pretty, actually. So the deck is dedicated to the North and its brave inhabitants. So Northern people have created a unique culture and folklore full of mythological symbolism. It seems that their life is more like survival, and suddenly fairy tales are born. Animals hold their special place. This world is very calm, not like ours. A world in which magic and everyday life, beast and man, are closely linked. It's amazing to imagine the defenseless human animal community in the middle of the icy desert. So where they compete with each other, but also need each other and agree with each position. So again, we'll go through it more, but I actually loved this one just because it was very pretty. Like the cups are fish. So 2 of cups. But I said, we'll do an unboxing of it though. Hello, John Quill. How are you? So then we're going to go ahead and open the Cocaine Tarot because I'm interested to see what that looks like. So we'll see if it's like live friendly, but I haven't seen it. Again, they had me pick out 2 different decks since the decks that they were supposed to do didn't go through. So and then this is the book that comes with it. But I do like it so far. I like the colors. If I can get it back in. There we go. All right. So that will be the Lonely Ice Tarot. We'll be looking at that one soon. And that one was the first edition of 2020. Now this is the Cocaine Tarot. So I'm not really sure what's in it. So we're going to see. Y'all's guess is as good as mine. Thank you, John Quill. I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad you can join us. So we're going to open this one now and see what's in here. And then we'll do a few more questions if y'all have any, and then we'll be go ahead and signing out because we'll be hitting about an hour. So this is going to be the Cocaine Tarot. It's a very interesting name again, so we're going to see what it's all about. Okay, so it's out of order. So we're just going to kind of look. It's not in order at all, actually. It says 500 pieces. $78 cards. So this is the book. And let's kind of flip through it and see what's we can show. So this will be the Fool. The Chariot. 2 of Cups. I like this card. My kind of cups. Then you have the Ace of Cups. So he's enjoying it all on his own. He's enjoying the fruits of his labor. You have the World, Judgment, the Sun. I actually like this one. This one's pretty cool. Yeah, it's different. Two of Coins. Yeah, this was actually one, like I said, I had ordered 2 other decks, but they didn't finish them. So they had like a small list for me to choose from and not too many of them. Now this one y'all might like. It's got Snoop Dogg on it. 5 of Coins. Throwing up the east side. There you go. Snoop Dogg. So we got Snoop Dogg in our deck now. And on the 6 of Coins, she is equally balancing out her emotions, as you can see. She was a bit stressed, so she balanced them out. Here's the Queen of Coins. This kind of looks like Rihanna. So I'm guessing it's her. It looks kind of like her. It's got even the tattoos and stuff on her hand. I like them. They're different, but I like them. 5 of Cups. It is what it looks like, being envious of something you cannot have. And the grass is greener on the other side. Then you have the 8 of Cups. So this is walking away. So this is her taking her cup and she's walking away. I like this card. The 10 of Cups is interesting, but, you know, to each their own, whatever makes them happy in their home. Now, I'll briefly show it, but this is why it's the Cocaine Tarot. See? New. Okay, but that's why it's called the Cocaine. And the 3 of Cups, you do see where they're picking up the third cup. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. 4 of Swords. They're not having any emotion. Forward to this heartbreak situation. I believe this is Catwoman. There goes Gemini in red.